Hello, young writers of the virtual world.
As you develop into an experienced writer, you must recognize not to be manipulated by those skilled in the art of rhetoric.
But you must become the skilled through becoming the master of avoiding the use of fallacies.
The fallacy of the day is...
the complex question fallacy.
This complex fallacy isn't as complex as you think. Basically, it is a question asked in an argument that has a presupposition or assumption in order to protect the one asking the question. However, it is misleading and draws away from the initial argument because the question posed does not necessarily pertain to the topic, but the audience will still think that it is relevant to the original argument. Sneaky, eh?
For example, let's say I'm arguing with my friend about who's the better friend.
So, what did Jury think about the secret?
Oh, nothing. She didn't really think too much about it. Kind of laughed.
What? You called her? You called Jury? I thought I was the better friend and you weren't gonna call her anymore. And you told her the secret too?
Oh, oops, sorry. I forgot I wasn't supposed to call her.
In this situation, Sarah used a complex question to figure out whether or not Maria called Jury. She cornered her in and tricked her into confessing by implementing the complex question
The
fallacy.
important thing to remember is that it is not a fallacy if implied information in the question posed is cold, hard fact. So, a proposition, for instance, about how we need water and food, or about an accepted event that already happened is not a fallacy.
It's important to understand this fallacy because you always want your argument to be as legitimate as possible, or to seem as so. You don't want to insert presupposition question that may make your opponent look bad, but cause you to seem ignorant of the topic and try to swoop for a low blow.
Most commonly, this logical fallacy is found in reports or single opinion polls. However, these singular instances quickly escalate to full-blown argument. Despite its common use in the media, the complex question fallacy is most beneficial in an interrogation situation. The said interrogator can use this logical fallacy to throw the suspect off guard, in an effort to give in to certain information.
For example, a police officer can pose a question that implies that the suspect performed said crime. The question itself seems utterly for information. The most common example of this, though vulgar, is, when did you stop beating your wife?
This question implies that the opposer was domestically violent, which can prompt confession and be useful in an interrogation setting.
Now you can take this knowledge and use it with a purpose.
You are now the master of the complex question fallacy.